Hello and welcome to Podcast First Player, episode 129. I'm one of your hosts, Cal, and as always, I'm joined by a man who's decided to stop masturbating. He hasn't felt himself since. How are you?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm feeling fresh and dandy.
You shouldn't be at this time of night.
I'm not, I'm absolutely lying, I feel like shit.
Yeah. I've literally just got in from work, just got changed, quick smoke, and then bang, straight on air. That's like my evening, and then I've got to be up super early in the morning as well. So
I think I've got to be up earlier.
Probably so, but you can't keep on playing that card as if anyone cares. Because I don't.
I absolutely will always play that card.
Well, good. Let's crack the fuck on then, because I want to get some food.
Let's crack on with the news. One big fat main juicy story, Dan.
Oh.
After months of waiting for Rockstar to finally give the world a glimpse of Red Dead Redemption 2, the developers of the long-anticipated sequel dropped a 6-minute-long deep dive into how the game actually plays, and the first of multiple gameplay-centric trailers yet to come. This initial unveiling peeled back the curtain on everything, from new shooting mechanics to how to manage your own camp of outlaws, and I must say, it looks pretty goddamn good.
Yeah, it looks super in-depth so far.
Oh yeah, the options of how you can interact with people occupying the world it looks like it goes surprisingly deep.
Yeah.
For what was essentially originally just GTA Cowboys.
Yeah.
But this seems to be, I think it borrows a lot of stuff. One of the things I noticed and I really liked, obviously in GTA you have the star system, but in this you had like a wanted poster, and you'd get the letters.
Oh, like Assassin's Creed.
Wanted. Very similar, yeah. So it was, basically instead of a star, like the first star would be W, the second star would be A, etc. until it was wanted.
Yeah. Wait, was that Assassin's Creed? Well, you come across posters. Yeah, it was Assassin's Creed 4. Yeah.
Oh no, this is like actual, just the words in the top right hand corner.
Oh right, yeah.
The word wanted. So instead of a star, it was a W and then an A and then an N.
Ah, very good.
It looked good. I can't remember if that was in anything similar was in Red Dead Redemption or Red Dead Revolver.
I don't remember it being in Revolver because that's the only one I played.
You didn't play Red Dead Redemption?
No.
Well, this is just not acceptable.
I know, but I can't seem to find, like, it's not been on Steam. I can't find it on. Well, yeah, exactly. So,
well, you could use your PlayStation Now subscription trial.
No, because I think that's what we were initially thinking about. Because then I could. Because that was literally the only thing that I'd want to play from it. But I don't know. Is it worth it now? Like so close to release?
Probably not. There's probably. I know there was a mod for GTA 5 that was working on making like a Red Dead game in GTA.
Yeah.
I think they got takedown notice.
Yeah, it didn't surprise me.
It did look pretty good though, and then somebody did actually recreate the first the cutscene trailer. They recreated it in GTA using like motorbikes for the horses and stuff. It was pretty well made.
Yeah.
But this, it looks great, and the fact that you can like kind of like bully witnesses, like to keep their mouth shut, if you've committed a crime, stuff like that, and I don't know. I don't know if it's going to have the same shortcomings that like Red Dead Redemption. My biggest criticism with it was when you're traveling around in GTA. Obviously, you're in a car, so it's slightly different anyway. But it was so boring traveling in Red Dead Redemption. It took what felt like days to get somewhere, unless you used like the fast travel coach thing,
Sure.
which kind of takes it out of it really. Like you've got like this big open environment. Like I want to look around and do stuff, but there was never nothing to do.
Well, that's the thing, because like with The Witcher, obviously it's a massive, many massive maps, and your horse was pretty much your go-to. I mean, you could fast travel if you're just like changing entire regions. Then fair enough, find yourself a signpost, get the fuck out of there. But if you were just sort of just rocking on down And, like, plus you'd want to sort of like go to the places that you hadn't been yet, because there's a lot of stuff that isn't indicated on the map. So you would come across cemeteries or big monsters or treasure troves, or like there'd be stuff in the sparseness of the the environment that you could still do stuff with, or there'd be a random person with a random side quest that you wouldn't ordinarily find from a notice board or something like that. So there's reason to explore and go off the beaten path and mooch around and see if there's anything of use out there. So if you took all the sort of side questy stuff and just restricted it just to like towns and villages and things in Witcher, I could. That would be a ball ache. So it would just be ride, get to a town. Okay, now I do a thing. Okay, now off to the next town. Ride, and it would just be, there wouldn't be any fun in it. Where it was with The Witcher, as it is, you'd be riding around, then all of a sudden you come across a coach that's just been like blown up, and there's just like dead horses everywhere, and you just jump up and go, "What the fuck happened here?" And you can do an investigation and follow it, and then it takes you to a monster. So there was tons of stuff to do outside of the normal. I mean, but that's the beauty of it, I guess. That's why it's so good.
It is, but it's also got a good few years on top of Red Dead. I mean,
yeah, definitely, yeah.
The Witcher 3 obviously wouldn't be possible on the PS3 and 360.
No.
And I think it was quite a shortcoming not releasing Red Dead on PC back in the day. But I suppose at the same time, was PC gaming at the peak level it's at now?
I imagine, because I think you've got to think of the amount of people that would own a PC capable of dealing with it, and probably not. I mean, there was still a lot of PC gamers, but there was no expectation that you would be able to run anything that a console would.
Well, back then, me and you were both primary console gamers.
Yeah, very much so. The only thing I would ever play on the PC was sort of like old PC games or RTSs, and they're not particularly resource heavy, and you don't need any particularly good graphics card or whatever.
I don't think the current PC I had at the time, I mean, this was back in TG Radar days, Dan.
Yeah.
And I don't think my PC would have played anything outside of Solitaire.
Yeah.
Back then, really. It wasn't until maybe, how long ago would you say we've been mostly PC gaming?
For me, I'd say it's probably when I moved here, so about 6 years ago.
I'd say longer than that.
No, because I've still got my old PC with me, but again, I never used it for anything. I always had a PS3, I always had a 360, and I'd always go to them. I never got any games for it. I mean, other than Star Trek games, which were primarily on PC, sort of like Elite Force and all that kind of stuff. Other than that, and like Command and Conquer and like some old PC games that I used to play, I never really used it, except for the internet.
Yeah.
There was a few bits and pieces that you'd want to do online, but it wasn't until I moved here that's when I got I got a new monitor, and I was just like, actually, there's Rick, I think, may have sort of pushed me into it, but then it's when you get that first sort of like taste of, oh god, this is Steam, and you go, oh god, I'm so unprepared for this, and my hardware just can't deal with this at all. That's when people, but now it is a lot more affordable than it would have been 10 years ago to get
definitely
something that can play something that good. And obviously a lot of publishers and developers are catering for PC as well as consoles, rather than just focusing on the console market.
Well, that was the biggest thing back in the day.
I know, but I mean, even when GTA 5 came out, I mean, I'd say that PC gaming was very much on the up and up at that point. Again, maybe not to the point that it is now, but I'd like to think that they won't take too long, because I think it was like 2 years after GTA 5 came out that it came out on PC. I'm hoping that
about 2 years. I'd say a year and a half max. Could have been longer, but it didn't seem that long.
Yeah. I'm hoping that or maybe it was just that's how long it took for me to get it on PC. I'm not sure. But I just
think you got it straight away, I think, wasn't it?
No, because I got it. I pre-ordered.
Oh yeah, you already had it on
GTA 5. Yeah, I bought that game like 4 times, man. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I did. I had it on I had it on PS3, Xbox One, and then you bought it me for PC.
Yeah.
But I'd say genuine realisticness. That's not a word.
Um,
I think I've put more hours into the PC version than either of the console versions.
Yeah,
I
same.
barely played the Xbox One version, to be fair.
Well, the only reason you got that is because it was the newer version. So it was like it'd been slightly tweaked, and there's the first-person mode, and obviously all the online stuff was kicking in big time at that point.
But I only got it because it came with the Xbox One.
No, I know, but I mean, that would have been the only reason that you would have bought it anyway.
Oh yeah, because it was the newer version, which still annoyed me because I remember GTA 5 coming out, and me included, a lot of people were summing an iron going, "Wow, PS4 and the Xbox One's out in 6 months. Let's just wait and get it for that." And then Rockstar like, "Nah, it's not. It's only on PS3 and 360." And everyone's like, "Oh," so I bought it, and they're like, "Oh, look, here's a PS4 Xbox One version." Because I would have waited and got it for PS4.
Yeah, or maybe they just wanted those initial sales.
Of course they did.
And then
it'd sell again.
Yeah, people would just go and buy it again, which is why it's still pretty much the same price that it's been for the last 6 years.
I think the cheapest I've seen it was like £20-something.
Yeah.
Which, considering how old it is. But they keep adding stuff to it.
But that's it, yeah, because
free DLC.
It's not something that they've just abandoned and left to the mists of time. They're still working with it.
Well, just had a brand new update, and they're adding more stuff to that update.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot more online stuff now. In terms of missions and story and stuff for online play, as well as all the fucking stupid vehicles and stuff they're attending now. Like, they're not taking it seriously anymore, which is fine, because they just want to keep people interested.
Yeah, they got Red Dead for that.
Yeah, exactly. And then, in a few years' time, when they're doing a new Max Payne or a new GTA or whatever, then maybe they'll still be doing stuff for Red Dead 2.
But I can't see GTA 5 carrying on that long. I think Red Dead will take over the.
But it depends on
world.
if there's the same amount of online content. Because I can't see that there being.
I would say, just looking at it in terms of setting, characters, gameplay, it's going to be a lot more limited. Like, I mean, in this, they're adding bloody flying hover bikes and ridiculous super weapons and bunkers, this, that, and the other. You can't. I mean, you could, but you can't really feasibly add a rocket bike to Red Dead.
Yeah, flying horses.
Especially as this is set. I believe this is set before John Marston's story.
Yeah, so it's even further back in time.
Yeah.
I'd like to think
I'm not sure actually, because I'm sure it's at the peak of technological advancements, shall we say. So there probably is very basic telephones.
I don't know about that. I don't think so.
I'm not 100% sure. I'm
No.
going to Google it now because I'm not. I'm pretty certain it's before John Marston, but I'm not 100%.
I think it's like the 1880s or something.
When is Red Dead Redemption 2 set? It is in 1911.
1911?
Which is... Oh, no, that's Red Dead Redemption, sorry.
Oh.
Sorry. Wikipedia, that'll know. The game centres on Arthur Morgan, an outlaw and member of the Van der Linde gang in 1899.
Yeah.
In the wanting gears of the American Old West and extinction of the Age of Outlaws and Gunslingers. It's a prequel to the 2010 Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it is set even further.
Yeah, but I mean, that's weird. 1911. It was the Industrial Revolution here. It's just
Manchester.
Well, yeah.
England, isn't it?
But it's I don't know. It just seems like such a far removed. You think that it's 400 years ago, whereas it's just sort of across the pond we were, telephones, all that kind of stuff. That was all being worked on. That's mad.
But that's even more reason that. What kind of online content can they throw in?
Well, this is what I'm thinking, right? So obviously the online is going to be I haven't looked into this, so I'm just working off my thinking from Rockstar's point of view.
Mm-hmm.
So if it's just online, you would basically have your gang, you'd have all your stuff, your camps and whatever, but your mates could join in and be a part of that gang as extra members.
Yeah.
So the additional content that they could keep on adding in would be extra stuff to do. So more train robberies, more bank robberies, opposing gangs. So it's going to be just fleshing out the. I mean, if you want to call it single player stuff, then the single player stuff, rather than, here's a sandbox and go, have plane races and, what can you do with a helicopter, a cargo bob, and, just try, because you can basically just make up your own stuff in GTA Online, as long as there's no one else there, because obviously they'll fuck it all up immediately, but...
Which they do.
Yeah, but I just can't see them going down the silly route for this, so I think just adding in more stuff to do.
At least not till the end of its... I mean, like, GTA 5's coming up to the end of its lifespan now, and I think it's...
Well, that's why I think they've gone a bit...
chuck everything in.
Yeah, anything that we pitched maybe at the start, and they just went, no, it's 2 Saints Row, laser tanks and flying DeLoreans and stuff, the Batmobile.
Yeah.
So now they're just like, well, it'll just keep people interested, because then they'll see, like, as a brand new type of... there's, like, the motorbike, like the flying motorbike now.
Yeah.
So... Well, it's not the gliding one. I think it's a proper... Well, it's a hoverbike, definitely.
Yeah, it's got like a jet thing on it, like a turbine-y.
Yeah. So they'll just... it's all those things that they just thought, let's just throw it in there, because people will go, oh, that looks pretty cool, actually. I'll go back in and I'll buy that. We'll just zip around on those for a bit. That'll be pretty good.
Plus, it's free.
And it's free. So, I mean, that's...
It's how many years of constant updates and additional stuff?
I'd say 4 years.
I don't mind paying... full price for the third time for like the best version of a game, which obviously you don't have to spend. That's still in the other versions as well. It's just obviously we play it on PC and we don't play it on anything else. But I don't want to wait, because I'll buy Red Dead 2 for PS4 because I don't want to wait, but then as soon as it's out on PC, I'll end up getting it again.
Yeah, or I will anyway.
Yeah, at least you'll end up getting it for me. But I know I'm going to be annoyed because you're going to have to do like the prologue bit before you can get into the online. Because I remember installing GTA 5 on PC, and that was the longest. I was just like, I just want to go online. I've done all this. I've done this twice already.
Yeah, but it's like the best part of it though is that when it came out on PC, it was basically, this is as good as the online's going to get, and then we're just going to keep on adding more stuff into it. So it was a bit sort of not really working very well, and there wasn't too much to do. Whereas after it was just sort of established itself, and then it came out on PC, and they went, okay, now the heists are coming in, and now there's like 1 million new cars and bikes, and you can buy tanks and stuff online, and buy houses and new apartments and yachts and whatever.
Well, that's something else you could do though in Red Dead, like buying establishments.
Yeah, property and management, buying a saloon,
extortion rackets.
Yeah, definitely. And that's the thing I'd like them to do more. I'd like there to be more of the sort of serious side of it. So if you want to be a proper outlaw, can you have like, you send off other gangs to do things, and to do missions for you. Can you set up a saloon and a gambling ring and all that kind of stuff? That'd be great. Like bribing officials.
They've got to delve more into what an outlaw. I mean, because GTA, you can play it as you want to, like the online at least. You can play it as you want to. You can be an absolute bell end. Yeah, if you see somebody getting harassed by a bunch of players, you can try and save them, I suppose, and team up. Just stuff like that. Whereas Red Dead, you're not going to have the novelty of calling in a tank.
Yeah, exactly. No one's going to be overpowered.
No, I mean, I imagine
unless you can
people with better weapons and faster horses, I suppose, stuff like that.
Or like a stagecoach that's got a big machine gun on the back.
Yeah, because I mean they had one in they had like turret-y type things in Red Dead 2, so there's no reason you couldn't have it on a stage. I mean, I imagine it'd be a slow as fuck stagecoach, but
yeah, but it'd be like a end game weapon, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
you could call it in just unlimited ammo, and you could just tear through people.
Well, saying this, Dan, I have already got like John Marston's golden revolver ready and waiting.
What?
In GTA 5, like a few months ago, they had like you basically had to do like this treasure trail, and you'd follow clues, and then you'd get there, and there'd be a note. Like, well, originally you find like this dead body, and with a note, and it says like, they're not going to get the treasure. I've moved it, and then you go, you do like 4 or 5 different things, and then when you finally get there, you open up a case, and it's like a 6-shooter, like a golden 6-shooter, and it's John Marston from Red Dead. But when you sign in with your Rockstar account, you get that in Red Dead 2.
No way.
So I've got that already. So
That's
I've got
pretty
one cool weapon.
It
it's pretty good.
won't mean
in GTA
anything
as
because you're still a bag of shit online.
yeah, pretty much. But when you use it on GTA 5, when you put it away, he spins it round and then puts it in a hole. Like,
I
as
have
if
to
you're
get
putting it in a
that.
holster.
That sounds
Pretty fucking
incredible.
cool.
I love it.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's finished. If you still got the email on your phone,
Oh, I have no
like
idea.
on the in-game phone, you might be able to still trigger the email.
I haven't even installed it on my new hard drive yet, so it's been a fair old while since I've actually played it.
It has. It's a big old game. Speaking of installs, Dan, before we get back onto this, I installed Final Fantasy today.
And it's all on there, is it?
Yeah, I've started it.
Oh, banging. Okay.
It took like about an hour and 20 minutes. Something
What?
Like that. Fiber optic, bitch.
Yeah. For fuck's sake. It took me like 25 hours to install it on mine.
What?
I had to leave it overnight.
It
Like,
took.
Bear in mind, I bought it on the Friday on a whim, and then I couldn't play it until the Sunday.
Really?
Yeah.
It took probably like. It took less than 2 hours total, like download and install.
Well, I don't know if it was an issue with Steam or if it was an issue with the internet in my area, but like it would just basically just stop every now and then and just be like, no. And then I'd have to like leave Steam and then go back into it, and it would be like, oh,
That
fine.
sounds like a Steam error.
Yeah, it was a right pain in the arse. I mean,
It's a big old fucking game, though.
It is. I mean, the thing is though, I got the larger version of it because I installed all the 4K extra stuff on there as well. So it probably would have been double the size of yours. But yeah, it still took a crazy amount of time because I was gutted that I had to wait like an extra day to fucking play it. And then I knew what was going to happen as well. I knew I was going to get it and go, right, okay, it's finally working. Oh, I don't like this.
Uninstall.
Yeah. I'll have a refund, please.
I did, however, before I even played it, enabled all the Power Ranger mods and started playing it. And that beginning bit when like it's all the fire
Yeah.
and like Noctis is down and they picked up. When you see it as the Power Rangers, it's fucking perfect. The only bit that was a bit weird was pushing the car.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah.
But no, I mean it's all right. I mean I like Final Fantasy, I like Kingdom Hearts. Seems like a good mixture. I don't know why I didn't buy it on PS4. I think something else came out and I got that instead, and then kind of just pushed it to the side a bit now. But yeah, pretty looking forward to getting into it. And it's already said about the online stuff, so I think I can already do it.
Banging. Well, I'll tell you what then. If we get this wrapped up, we'll do a PvPPS for all of our lovely Patreons, and then we'll see if we can just at least get the online bit of it working, because that's usually
That's fine with me.
it's a PvP trope. Whenever we try and play something online for the first time, it's just like, no, you're not playing. You're kidding me.
Work.
Except
Or in the case
what was
of last night.
what was the thing that we actually? It was like a really. Oh shit! What was it? It was like some really sort of like odd indie game or something like that, and it was just like, oh, you want to play together? Yeah, sure, no worries. And it just threw you straight in, and there wasn't a single issue with it. And yet, with like massive games that we play, there's always some fucking problem with it.
I can't remember. I remember
Was it Satellite Rain?
we spent. It might be Satellite. Yeah, it was Satellite Rain.
Yeah, because it was just like, oh, boom, there you go, you're in.
Done. I remember us spending months and months talking to the developers of Chibi Bomber,
Oh yeah.
and we still never got to play that game together.
No, we didn't.
And yeah, so if you're listening, Frenchman name.
Oh, what was his name? I've still got him on Skype actually. I want to say Jacques. Oh fuck, I can't remember.
No, he had a French, and he was French.
Yeah.
But I mean, he was awesome, and he did his best. But
Arik, that was it.
no, yeah, it sounds just like Shaq.
Yeah, sorry.
But no, it would have been. It looked fun, looked fine.
It did.
We have,
yeah.
however, Dan, been sent some alpha codes for 2 games. Can't remember what either of them are.
Jesus Christ.
But we'll be doing those soon. So yeah, Red Dead looks awesome.
Oh yes.
We was gonna do a shit just in on it, but we don't know enough details about it still.
I'm hoping that there might be like a cops and robbers mode, or like online you could switch and be a marshal.
Like a sheriff or something.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool.
That'd be
like
pretty
that.
cool. But yeah,
then we could do a new PvP response squad.
Oldie times.
Yeah, the oldie PvP response
Be
squad.
like Preacher.
Squaddy.
Be like the John Wayne character in
Yeah, kinda. Yeah. Do you know, actually, when I was watching that episode and then he popped it, because clearly it's supposed to be like a proper John Wayne kind of guy.
Oh yeah.
I thought for a second, I was just like, he's not alive, is he? Like, I had to check and just go, oh no, of course he's not. He died like 30 years ago.
Yeah.
But I wasn't sure if they'd like CGI'd him in or something, or his voice.
It was a good impression.
Yeah, he was spot on. That's why I mean, he was just.
And he's good build and that.
Well, I mean, for a John Wayne cowboy when he's like 52, yeah, when he's just eating nothing but like pies and pheasants.
My Uncle Ron, he wasn't my real uncle. We adopted him. He looked and sounded like John Wayne, and he was an ex-cop, and he was an ex-cop because he got shot. So he walked with a limp.
Right.
He even walked like John Wayne as well.
Right.
That was it.
Oh, okay. I thought that was going somewhere then. I thought you were going to say then he became a preacher.
Yeah. No, they might have got him to play
Maybe.
the character in Preacher.
Maybe so.
Because he's British, Dan, if you didn't know.
Who's John Wayne?
No. I forgot his name, but the guy who plays Jesse.
Oh, Dominic Cooper.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I didn't.
Oh no, because he's in some film about the SAS, I think.
Oh, right.
Yeah, that looked really good. I think it was the SAS or MI6 or something like that. Anyway, but yeah, he's just got like a proper London accent.
Well, I've got even more bad news for you.
Well, make it quick.
He's best friends with James Corden.
Oh, for God's sake, why?
Yeah. And Zoe made me watch this clip thing where they had to answer questions about each other to prove they were best friends. But they had like the bar things you hold and you can electrocute each other.
Oh yeah.
And even work because if you're listening, James Corden, I hate you. You're talentless, and you're a prick. But what made me like him even less, he is best friends with Dominic Cooper, and he's never watched an episode of Preacher.
Why would you not?
Not only is it an amazing show, right? If you was in a show, Dan, and it was dog shit,
You'd still bloody watch it. Yeah, of course you would.
Yeah. But he said, because Dominic Cooper says it on the thing, and everyone's like, boo. And he's like, no, he goes, I watched the first episode with you. I'm like, oh, you watched the first one? Great. It's on season 3 now.
Yeah, and it's only getting better.
It's one of the, I mean, we are going to wrap this up like now, but Preacher is a show that consistently gets better. And it doesn't, I reckon in the entire, up to where we are now, there's probably 2 filler episodes. And they're still very good.
Which are you thinking? Because I can't place them on the top of my head.
When, spoilers, when Jesse and Tulip go to get married.
What, when they're in New Orleans?
Like, yeah.
I know.
There's like a lot of flashbacky stuff there that it doesn't push the story on,
right?
Rather than just give you more of a recap into their backstories.
I don't know. I kind of like that though, because it was
no,
like,
it was good.
That's
what I'm saying. It was a good episode.
Like, because then it explains like who this Ricky is. whatever his name was. But they
Yeah.
they finally find him, and you find out as to why they want him, like they want to torture and kill him to death.
Yeah.
So yeah, I kind of like that because it was again,
No,
it was just
that's
sort
what I'm
of.
saying. It's still good.
But I don't think they've done enough. I mean, to be fair, I think I almost want to see a show, a spin-off show of Cassidy, like being
It'll happen.
like a young vampire, like when
It'll happen.
he first gets turned and he's in Ireland in like the 1800s or whatever.
Yeah.
I think that'd be fucking sweet. Seeing like an old school vampire murder show would be great.
I still love the opening for the first one when he's on the plane.
Oh yeah, and there's all the hunters.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, that's the thing. You don't see him, like he seems to get battered around a lot, but you never sort of see the, with the exception of the last one, where obviously, again spoilers, when his new vampire friend is getting like captured by those like proper stonking like priest vampire
Muscle
hunters,
priests.
and then like Cassie's like zipping around and just
Yeah.
like just slamming
It's
heads off
almost
things,
like teleporting.
and that's fine, but that's what we don't see enough of really.
Yeah.
And I miss him sort of like tearing through people.
Well, even just fighting Jesse, like 9 times out of 10, Jesse gets the upper hand.
Yeah, but he's
And
pretty.
he's a good fighter. but
Yeah.
He's a fucking vampire.
Yeah, he should have all the upper hands, really.
Yeah. I mean, it might be a case of he's intoxicated all the time.
Yeah,
His
maybe.
reflexes aren't
Quite
as sharp as they would be if he was sober.
Well, yeah,
Or
because
like-
he's doing like every possible drug.
Yeah. But it's a brilliant show. Anyway, on that note, we're gonna do the PvPPS. So if you are listening and you're a Patreon, you can listen to that. If you're not, you can't.
Yep.
That's just how it goes, I'm afraid. If you want to check some more stuff out, including more amazing content, go to Rooster Teeth. Go to the website, which is www.podcastwithplay.com or .co.uk. You can go to YouTube, which is youtube.com/podcastversusplayer. You can follow us on Twitter at podcastvplayer and on Instagram at podcastversusplayer. You can also check out the brand new channel on Instagram where there's clips, exclusive videos and other stuff, and that is our IGTV channel. It's on our Instagram profile. I have nothing left, Dan.
No, I think I'm right there with you.
Oh no, wait!
Oh,
What is on Dan's monitor? What is on it today?
Oh.
Who knows?
okay.
Dan.
Right, left. Okay. You sent me this. You definitely did. It's a photograph. It's not a drawing. However, it is a photograph of something that you've made, but not physically.
Is it a thumbnail for the podcast?
No,
Oh, fucking hell.
I said you didn't draw it.
No, but I took a photo of the Happy Picard Day, didn't I?
Oh right, yeah. No.
Am
no.
I in the right lines?
No. Think something that you've made with a certain piece of software, but it's not something that you physically own, like the actual thing that you've made.
So I don't own it.
No.
I'm confused already.
Okay.
Can I have another clue?
It's someone that you're really quite fond of.
Is it Hugh Jackman?
Again, you're on the right lines. I like the fact you didn't say Zoe. You just
Well, I
went
didn't
straight.
make Zoe. So on the right lines.
Yeah,
So
totally. Hugh
It's an
Jackman.
actor, or so it's Wolverine.
Yeah.
Is it? My when I tried to make a Disney Infinity model of Wolverine.
There you go. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Well done. Ding, ding, ding.
It was all right. That was.
It was. I mean, I'm looking at like the untextured version, so it looks not
just
very
great.
good. But yeah, that's exactly it. Well done.
Yeah.
With
no, I
minimal
fucking get it straight
minimal
away.
queuage.
Yeah. I
Queuage.
forgot about that. That's destroyed now.
Yeah. You should
well.
have. We need to get ourselves a 3D printer.
Well, that's something we'll look into. If you are Patreon and you'd like us to 3D print.
Donate more.
Anyway, let's get out of here.
Yeah,
Let's get
that
this
will do, though.
PPS done.
Indeed.
Bye. Thanks for listening.
Try.